And now I think it's time for questions if you have. I see that some of them, they were already asked in the chat. And thanks to those who helped us by providing some answers, Robert, Maria, etc., Patrick. So if you have any questions before we stop, it's time to ask them. You can either raise your hand or ask in the chat.
I have a question about the fair play rules. Carolina explained us that all electronic devices were forbidden in the playing hall. But what about the watches?
Yeah, this will be specified by the chief arbiter, but in general, they also forbid watches. This is the result of consultation between the chief arbiter and the Fair Play Commission. So yeah.
Even
so I can't give you a precise answer right now, but sure that based on the instructions that are given, make sure that you anticipate your behavior. If the watches are forbidden, make sure that your players are not in an uncomfortable situation when they reach the playing hall. In any case, whatever device is forbidden, in general, there is a cloakroom, right, Robert? To collect devices.
Yes. So we'll have we have a space for devices which will be collected from every player or spectator or anyone who would like to go to the room. So it will be located just in front of the room, like a wardrobe or cloakroom or check room or something like that.
Thank you, Robert. There is a question from Christiana in the chat. Is it possible to arrange for visa on arrival? Don't know if you have any information about this kind of travel questions at the moment.
Yeah, I tried to answer a few of them in the chat. We know we have visa issues and it's not our fault or just partially because, we are connected to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and they are connected to the consulates and we're trying to help everyone to get the visa. But actually, the consulates decide about it. We are always in contact with them, and if someone doesn't get the visa, they can try again. And we'll try to tell the consulates that if someone comes to the Olympiad, but for example, they don't have a very long chess playing past and history, and they should get the visa though. They can appeal to on the consulate if they have their visa rejected. The other thing is that we know about visa, it's the issue for accompanying persons and the chief of delegations, where the system sends out an invitation letter, a visa invitation letter to everyone who needs visa. But in case of accompanying persons and the chief of delegations, we can't write in that letter that we cover the costs of their accommodation, just like in case of players. So they have to wait until the hotels are distributed between the participants, and it can be done as soon as the registration is over.
Yeah.
So
can you just remind?
We can send them where they will be accommodated, and they can get an invoice about the extra costs.
Robert, can you just remind the audience when is the closing of the registration?
Yeah, it's July 10 normally, For an extra fee, you can register later till August 10, but we really suggest to try to finish the registration till July 10, which is
Yeah.
the day after tomorrow.
Yeah, sure. At any level, the earlier the better, so that anything can be better anticipated, of course. Sonja?
Hi, good morning and afternoon for my colleagues. Robert, I have a question for you. Thanks for sharing all the information on the event and so on. And I know you would not be able to tell us which specific hotels per federation, but is it possible for the organizers to put on the website the possible hotels you've just identified, so at least our accompanying persons could get a sense of the range of costs? Because as it is now, our accompanying people do not know what their costs will be. So at least if they at least have a range, it would be useful.
Yes, yeah, I can't tell you now. We will publish the hotels as soon as we agree with the FIDE about it. So we have to agree with them, and we have to locate. We have to distribute the teams, and after that we can communicate the hotels.
But Robert, the reason why I'm pressing is that if the deadline is the 10th of July, we cannot register accompanying persons if we do not have sufficient information. So that's why I'm asking. So I'm not saying for the specific hotel, but do we know, is it €100 a day or is it 150? Some kind of benchmark so people will have a sense what they're buying into.
Yeah, I understand. I can't answer you now about it, but I'll forward it to the persons responsible for that, and we'll find out something.
Thank you.
Thank you, Robert. Any final question before we close? I think we had quite some interesting topics today. And thanks for staying longer than the original 45 minutes announced for the session. If I'm correct, we had more than 50 federations registered and around 60 people attending today. So thank you very much for being with us today. We count on you. If you have any ideas or wishes for topics to be covered in future capacity building series like this one, you're welcome to contact us, and we try to adapt to the needs of the audience, of course. So as said, we are trying to improve our video session on our website. So when this one is edited and published, it will be also available from the PDC website, so that those ones who missed it can follow it as well.